Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Trails of Daybreak 2 last parts. We wrapped up business in the other routes. Just as we were starting a new day, we got our office got attacked, got blown to smithereens, time flew back, and now it's 2 days in the past. And now instead of investigating around the racetrack, we are investigating the secrets and trying to get a bigger picture of what's going on around here with Bergard's advice. So we did a 4SPG last time with Mishi nonsense. Got one more 4SPG we gotta do before we head out to do some more city explorations. What do we have here? Monster extermination? I love it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Let's go!
Oh, good. It's the drones. I love drones. They're fat. They're annoying. All right. All right. Got big ass drones to take out. It's super weak to Earth. They're all super weak to Earth. Alright. Zero arts for me.
Yeah.
Hey, she's in his CP is already at 200. Rude. I meant to flip characters around. If you guys can bunch together, that'd be fucking great. You know what? That is so rude. Alright. Alright, that's one down. She's at 200 CP already. God damn it, charges so fast now. Hey. Drums are dead. Alright, that 4SPG is done. Awesome, let me put that other quartz on so I can have that that buff removal readily available. Let me see. Let me get rid of the Forte. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Cetus. That. God, it's expensive though. Worth it though. Well, I could give it to Agnes. She doesn't really need Tyrol. Oh, man. It won't be as cost effective if I put it on Agnes. I'll give you... I'll give you Tyrol in exchange. And Agnes, she already has Celestial. So I'll give that to Agnes. That way... that won't be as cost effective. Alright. That is out of the way. Let me go to the bathhouse to get ourselves rested up, fully recovered. No. Anya. Where's Anya at? Where'd she go? She's not here anymore. Did you kick her out? Probably.
さっぱりしたみたいね。気持ちよかった。ここは北方風の浴場なんだね。
ああ、本場レミフェリア式だ。ローリは専用のサウナストーンの熱を利用していてだな。
始まっちゃいましたね。
Huh. He loves his hot springs.
どこか寄り道していくかい?
Alright, with those out of the way, let's go gather some information around here. To the guild. Hey, look who's here. How's it going? We're just doing some information gathering. And since nothing's popped up yet, I guess the answer is that answer ain't going too well. We were curious if there have been any updates since I dropped by this morning. You seem to be deep in conversation though. Did something happen? The juicier the better. Well, I wouldn't call it the most helpful intel, but... Wait, since when was Ikaruga's second in command mixed in with you guys? I almost let that pass right by me. Oh, that's just a shinobi technique. I'm trying out. It's supposed to make you ignore me completely. Bergard did say it'd be useless though, since I stand out just by being here. But hey, if I can give the immovable a jolt, then it's not a total lost cause, right? So it hides you without actually hiding you? Cool. Straight up? You need a real hobby. We got reasons for collaborating with her. No need to split the details. If we get back on topic, did you learn something new? Well, ever since that whole mess on Nemeth Island, the guild has been going after the Oathbreaker again. Not that we actually know where the guy is, but you could say he's been laying low for once. Laying low? That old coot? Kinda hard to believe. There are many eyes peeled for any potential backroom activity from him. And if he were to evade capture, he would surely be behind some sort of trace. Since we found nothing of the sort, it can only mean that he's inactive for the time being. Maybe that he has already accomplished his objective. Either that, or he was caught by the society and had the tar beat out of him. Wishful thinking is as nice as it sounds. Anyway, that brings us to the alliance between the Oathbreaker and that so-called Guard Master. We suspect it was only a temporary thing. I do remember him saying something like that.
これにて契約は完了。ご苦労だったな、千の破壊者殿。これでようやく最後の仕込みを始められる。
ま、今後は一切感知するつもりはねえ。あとは勝手にやってくれ。そっちの目的が達成できるかどうか、せいぜい楽しませてもらうぜ。
This definitely lends some weight to those words. Up until Nemeth Island, the two had been collaborating to some extent. So it's likely the Oathbreaker and the Guard Master are both working towards different goals. Elaine caught me up on what happened yesterday. I guess Guard Master guy's on the move now, yeah? I'm just glad we don't have to face both those dirtbags at the same time. That's the one silver lining here. It stands to reason he has further plans in the capital, judging from yesterday's events. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run. If you ask me, this is when... Fuck. That whole fiasco felt more like a trial run to me. If you ask me, that whole fiasco felt like more like a trial run. If you ask me, this is when things really start to ramp up. You sure know how to make it sound ominous. In any event, the guild will need more vigilant than ever. We'll do what we can, but it'll only get us so far while those devices are still out there. It's gonna be on you guys to step up to the plate arc ride. Don't have to tell me twice. We'll follow the Guard Master's plot and bring Swin and Nadia back, no matter what it takes. Alright.
さあ出発すんぞ。
わあ、初めてですけど、すごい眺めですね。
高天楼の
やあ、何を買うんだい？また来てくれよな。
倍の高さだったが、小生意気な眺望じゃねえか。
やっと一緒に来られました。
なんか嬉しそうだな。
She's happy that we're all here together. I guess this is the one place I just wanted to bring everybody at some point. Oh, hey you two, what's up? Ah, Business Arc-Rate Solutions. I see Beauty's Blade with you, along with other more dubious company. Out in the little group tour, are we? I should be so lucky. And don't act like you aren't wise to know what's going on with us. How about you, Mr. Department Chief? Taking a personal day with your flunky? Not that there's a political debate tomorrow at Tryon Mall. We're here to conduct a preliminary security inspection. But I will concede that taking in the scenery from on high can be an effective stress reliever. So, you got it tough too, huh? We're still pursuing that Crimson Beast as well as the man who calls himself the Guard Master. Though I regret to inform that we don't have any information than you do at present. It's too bad. Ever since Nemeth Island case, all eyewitnesses reports have stopped cold. In fact, now the serial killings have stopped, things in the capital have been almost peaceful. And who knows how long that'll last. Needless to say, the situation is only temporary, or perhaps it'd be better described as a calm before the storm. But no matter what the schemes are taking form, we can be certain they won't be carried out by conventional means. With that in mind, I'm expecting great dividends from your efforts. Don't get your hopes up too high. Still, we do plan on bringing an end to this. Then allow me to find our findings to tell our findings in exchange. They regard those dolls modeled after members of the Gardens. The CID took some of them after the incident of the Aramis, as I recall. What did your analysis uncover? I suspected they're linked to the super technology that arose during Crossbow's most recent incident. In particular, they were built to simulate the underlying concepts behind Simulacra. Simulated Simulacra. Try saying that 3 times fast. However, it would appear that the original technology cannot be reproduced. From this, we surmise that they only incorporate Society, Marduk, and Zeknarm's engineering, among others. In terms of how faithfully they reproduce their originals, the dolls are nowhere close on par with Simulacra. That, however, is because those aspects are skewed in favor of combat specialization and formidable battle prowess. And we believe they were produced around a year ago, while both our modern Guardians were still active. Aside from the twins, all the members of the Guardians have been wiped out. So the Guard Master unleashed these killer robots instead. And so the organization had been warped, and Stark managed to survive more warped than ever. That's karma for you. There have been any reports of these assassin dolls being deployed anywhere else. But if the Guard Master begins to act in earnest, they could be very well emerge as an additional threat. You best be careful out there. We appreciate your concern. Now, Grendel Zolga started off by hitting a military compound, so there's no telling what his true target is. If anything, y'all at the CID should be the ones watching your step. Is that a concern for your childhood friend I detect? I'll be sure to pass it on to Mr. Kincaid. That ain't what I meant. I, for one, think he would love to hear it. Give me a break. Looks like I got an orb mail. It's from Father Barco. Shit, Master Bergard. He just sent me a letter yesterday. Now it's an orb mail? Wonders never cease. Hey, Bergard! A major breakthrough service around your current predicament, prompting me and my immediate return to Edith. Hello? Is he coming back? I see head to this. Hey! He's coming back! A major breakthrough. Does that sound like your everyday stuff? Maybe. Oh, cool. Is there a problem, Vaughn? Just some personal correspondence. So, we've been milling about for a while now. Let's say we take a breather. Sure. It's about time to grab a bite to eat anyway. The party's pretty big this time around. Maybe we could split up. Good idea. Let's stop waiting for lunch when we reach a good stopping point. I better keep this to myself until I know what this is all about. Oh, come on. He's not gonna reunite everybody? Boo. Fine. Come on. Oh, fine. Just separate from the companions, Vaughn made his way to Station Street. A lot more people here around now that we're heading out into the after the afternoon. Well, now for me, I gotta find out what Master wants from me. Nothing more trouble than he had to send that orb down. Something's definitely up. It's been 3 months since we last saw each other. Guess the first step is just meet up and hear him out. Where you at, Bergard?
確か百貨店脇の路地裏だったな。
Where you at, Bergard? Oh, that's not Bergard, it's Celis. What the fuck?
あんたはおいおい、なんでこんなところに嫌がるんだ？つうか、先生に呼ばれたんだが。
代理か。まあ、そう言えなくもねえか。
あ？何があった？
アークライド、お前に伝えなきゃならねえことがある。バルクホルン先生は死んだ。お前のせいでな。
Here we go again with this corrosion shit.
待て待て、聞き間違いか？死んだとかなんとか。あの先生がかよ。しかも俺のせいってのは。
ああ、やっぱ何も分かってなかったか。以前お前が魔の力に飲まれやがった時、先生がかばって呪いを受けたのは知ってるな。
I don't remember that at all.
おい待て、そんな話は。
Oh, it's this nonsense again. She's corroded as
最
well.
悪級の呪いだ。簡単に解除なんざできねえ。報告でずっと霊的な治療を受けていたが、煉獄の苦しみを味わった末に、つい先日帰らぬ人になっちまった。
まさか昨日のあれと同じ。
先生は最後までお前をかばって亡くなったが、図らずもその死が証明しちまったわけだ。てめえはもうこの世に最悪をまき散らす存在。ほうだったら姉弟子としてせめてもの慈悲だ。この手でけじめをつけてやるしかねえだろうが。
記憶の改変、守護騎士にも聞くとはな。今はそれ。起きろ都。ここはひとまず。グレンデル化できる。
Well, that sucks. So she got corroded as well. Rip. Tell me, is Vaughn gonna put up a fight? Sweet Ios, didn't see that coming. Guess playing fair is too much to ask. I'm gonna worm my way out of this. Someone's watching. Must be some sort of technique to conceal their presence. Don't know if it's related to the rewrite, but sticking around won't do me any favors. Now, how do I lose them? It's around noon and Sunday. I think I know who to count on to give me an out. Oh Lord, Heretic hunts. Oh joy.
ここじゃ場所が悪いな。タイミングを見て連絡橋の中央あたりに行ってみるか。
Just Just walk over. There he is. Where's who? He got away. Target has boarded a taxi head northwest. The vehicle's make is... Sorry to drop in on your lunch break. Don't give it a second thought, brother. Shuttling folks around is what I live for. Who the fuck are you? Besides, I know this ain't just for kicks. Anytime you're in a bind, I got your back. Heh, you're a cabbie like no other. I was about to get tangled up with some pesky characters, this is all. Can I hassle you to take back the back roads? Maybe shake them off a bit. Forgot that you're a pretty streetwise cat yourself. Just sit tight. Girl Donald will get you where you're going in record time. So this is where you want to go on out, brother? Yeah, the shortcut I'm taking, no car can follow. Oh, you one, Giordano. I'll take care of heading back. You betcha. The two of us share a compadre and Dingo. Next time you need a lift, just give me a call, brother. Oh yeah, Dingo is no pal of his, huh? There's no way he's coming clutch for me. Alright, time to trudge my way through. It's odd though, the time is just too good. Then there were all those guys surveilling me. Doesn't exactly match the Gralls Rider's MO. If I had to guess, forget it. I just need to lie low in the Blacklight District and.
しまった。こいつは砲術のトラップか。つうことはやっぱ。イスカリオ、首都に来てやがったとはな。
さよ、その理由は心当たりがあろう。ヴァン・アークライド、その身に魔の根源を宿す男。
Well, he ain't wrong about that.
呪いを受けしベルガルト・ゼーマン。いや、我が師グンター・バルクホルンの死を。
Oh, they're even fucking corroded too.
機構は下法に認定された。
可能性は考えちゃいたが、つまりあんたもなんだな。
世の方が裁けぬ絶対悪。この手で断罪してくれよ。
そっちにかかりやがったか。ったく、私の呼び出しを無視しやがって。すぐに行くから待ってやがれ。
セリス殿、通信は秘匿回線か電話を使っていただきたいとあれほど。
必要あるまい。この場で仕留めれば良いこと。術式展開、絡め手に注意せよ。はっ。
まずいな。一人でしのぎきれる数じゃねえ。ここに守護騎士まで来やがったら手も足も出ねえぞ。
観念するがいい。さらばだアークライド。
せ万事休すか。
やれやれ、見ていられませんね。
これは
貴殿か、バルタザール卿。
よくわかんねえが、この隙にとんずらさせてもらうぜ。
こしゃくな。
逃がさん。
こっちです、バンさん。
助けたってことは、あんたはまともってことでいいんだな。
その分ではセリスさんの様子もご存知のようですね。と。話は後です。ひとまず切り抜けますよ。
京都はメッセルダム以来か。ああ、よろしく頼むぜ。
Oh boy. Well, at least he's in his right mind. The two headed toward their service through a number of byways. While doing so, they began exchanging what they knew about one another. Rewritten memories, perceptions, Under normal circumstances, they'll be asking where and how hard you hit your head. Good to know you haven't lost your humor. I don't have a clear picture of things myself. That said...
バルクホルン先生は死んだ。お前のせいでな。
貴公は下法に認定された。
One misstep along the way, and either of those scenarios could have wound up true. But the idea that Master was cursed is obviously a total fabrication. They don't seem like they're being controlled either. So the only option is that their minds have been tampered with. Only is a bit of a strong word there. It could be that our Master truly is dead, and your memory was the one rewritten. What a load of... On second thought, I'm having a tough time debunking you there. Now I get it. The fact that we can't get in touch with the Master right now is being used against us. Likely so. Though by whom, we have yet to understand. It's gotta be linked to stuff on your end, yeah? You must have noticed something was off earlier today. That's right. After that incident at Neverth Island, we decided to split up and chase the perpetrator's trails. Meaning that for a time, Cells and I acted separately. She had some business in the capital, so we decided to meet in the outskirts and share our findings this morning. But for some reason, we weren't speaking on the same wavelength. As I listened on, she suddenly came out saying that our master was dead. I tried convincing her otherwise a multitude of times. And her response? That I was the one whose memories were fiddled with. If even the Grozwai aren't immune to this, then yeah, there's a chance that you're the one who's gone off the rails. While I may be informed on this rewrite business now, yesterday I couldn't conjure the words to refute her. At the time, Cells unleashed her stigma. No, scratch that. Maybe that her stigma went out of control due to the psychological strain on Master Bergard's supposed death. I've got a responsibility to put Arc right down. If you can't accept it, then stay out of my way. Then, to my surprise, the vice captain appeared. Hunting down heretics is the duty of us monks. Should you interfere, we will grant you a quarter. They then subjected me to a merciless barrage of thaumaturgy. I could only endure so much. That sounds pretty rough. Your concern is touching, but some people came to my rescue after I escaped. They even treated my wounds. The only problem is my own stigma. In what way? I've been rendered incapable of harnessing its powers by a means unknown to me. It's rather dire, really. I can't even control my mana effectively. So that's why you aren't looking so hot. It's bad enough that those two were the ones rewritten. Now the only person who stood a chance of going against him has his power sealed. Truth be told, this is more than I bargained for. All I intended to do was look into their activities. But in a twist of fate, I became your savior. It appeared that you were their sole target. Perhaps I should have just let the matter run its course. You better follow that up with a psych. Anyway, our only hope to bring them back to our senses is to join forces. We're in agreement there. Ah, and there's the exit up ahead. I've seen this place before. This is a waterway beneath the Tyrell district. Just a bit further until we get above the ground. Good. I don't see any pursuers, but let's keep aiming topside.
しかし
Alright.
お前さんと逃避行する羽目になるとはな。
それはこちらのセリフですね。足だけは引っ張らないでくださいよ。
えいえい。了解だぜ。
Not going that
兄
way.
弟弟子殿。
Alright.
急がねえとな。
Not going that way. Looks like we shook him. What's our next move? I mentioned before that a few benefactors came to my aid. They should be waiting for me up ahead. Hey, look who it is!
バンさんまでもしかして何かあったんですか
So those are your guardian angels, huh? What a story. Truth really is stranger than fiction sometimes. Still, Celes and Ashlade chasing you down? It boggles the mind. Oh yeah, you met the Vice Captain before, huh, Director? We shared a tale with the Revolution Festival. Leon was there too, if memory serves. That I was. The Director was a rare source of stimulating conversation. Celes and I have met a few times as well. I know she isn't the type of person who do this to you. So please don't take it to heart, Leon. You have our full support. Right. If there's any way we can help out, all you have to do is say the word. I can't thank you two enough, especially given that you've already saved me this morning. About that, I'm guessing you picked him up in this van when he was hurt? Yes, we were heading back from scouting a filming location on the outskirts of the city. That's when we chanced upon Leon lying on the side of the road. The boy was bleeding head to toe. You can imagine how flabbergasted we were. Since we headed out before, giving him somewhere to take shelter was a no-brainer. A production van does make it for decent camouflage on top of the transportation. On that note, we need to collect ourselves fast. There's no telling when they'll catch us here. It'd be best to relocate. Gotcha. So is there any place in the capital you can use as a safe house? How about the cathedral? Even those two would be hesitant to start a confrontation there. Okay then, we'll ferry you over there in these rusty wheels of ours. And I won't take no for an answer. Speed is the name of the game after all. Your generosity is appreciated, Mr. Director. Yeah, we'll hitch a ride with you. It's not like there's much alternative. Swell then come on, hop on in. We can get to the Albert District in no time via the expressway. Oh yeah, she'd probably get in touch with the others. You've got to be kidding me. They're blocking communications? Huh? But why? Even the radio isn't working. Well, this is a fine pickle we're in. It's probably a localized orbital wave jam, but if that's their angle. You don't think Ashley and his pals are already onto us already? They probably got eyes all over the capital, which means...
ようアークライドチョコマカとよく逃げんじゃねえか。監督に女優も一緒だったとは意外だが、巻き添えは食わさねえようにすっから勘弁しろや。動くんじゃねえぞアークライド。てめえもだるよ。車に大穴開けちまったら大惨事だからな。
どうすればいいんじゃ。待ってくださいセリフさん。彼はこれは聖魂の。
分かってる。てめえが悪いんじゃねえ。だがもう生かしておくわけにはいかねえんだ。だったらせめて一撃で女神の元に送ってやれ。
やっぱこれ以上誰も巻き込めねえな。悪い監督にニナ、リオン。あとは何とかするぜ。どうにかシャードで防御したが。やっぱそう来るかよ。
あいつらを巻き込まねえようにしたんだな。やるじゃねえかアークライド。だからこそ残念だぜ。せめて私が見とってやる。安らかに眠れや。
Well, that was a bust. Bonds is not having a good time right now. Bonds is not having a good time. Alright. The Tyrell District. Must have rebounded back to when we joined with Gotti and Nina. Donna, something wrong? Nah. Though we think there will be if things play out like I recall. Alright. Yeah. Taking the expressway to the opera in no time, but is the cathedral really our best bet? No, it's not. What's up? Do you know something we don't? Sorta, yeah. It's tough to explain. Let's just call it a flash of intuition. Oh?
監督に女優も一緒だったとは意外だが、巻き添えは食わさねえようにすっから勘弁しろや。
Under those conditions, they should be fine. We'll still want to iron things out a little. You guys are gonna have to work with me here. Mind humoring a bit? Not in the least. In for a reg, in for an arge. We'll be more than happy to help. Thanks, you two. Where do you propose we go then? Just a sec. There's something I want to make sure of first. We need some spare some Zyphas. Think I'll lay a little groundwork here over here too while I'm at it. Alright, we're on the expressway just like we planned. Nothing out of the ordinary that I can tell. Not yet, no. Hmm? Something wrong, Nina? Yeah.
何かがやねん。
まさか。ようアークライド。チョコマカとよく逃げんじゃねえか。監督に女優も一緒だったとは意外だが、巻き添えは食わさねえようにすっから勘弁しろや。
Yes, they're fakes, aren't they?
何の話じゃ？
あ？
そこにおるのはセリス君か？メッセルダムぶりじゃが、いやまさか飛び乗ってくるとは。まるで映画のワンシーンのようじゃな。
今度エキストラ出演してもらうのもいいかもしれませんね、監督。
はっはっは、それは明暗じゃ。ぜひともリオン君ともども。
ったく気が抜けるっつうか。いや。
Yep, they're fakes.
この気配、本人じゃねえ。霊視をごまかすためのデコイか。んな手を使ってくるとは。やってくれんじゃねえか、弟弟子。
本当にバン君の言った通りになるとは。撮影用に用意しておった財波端末も役に立って何よりじゃが。しかし今のはアシュラット君か？
ええ。でもこれではっきりしましたね。お二人がおかしくなってしまったって。バンさん、リオンさん、どうかご無事で。
Why would you go back underground? So far, so good. Guess he fell for those stunt doubles. We have the director Nina to thank for that. Moving on, to think that a place like this was beneath the city. Scampering around like this is getting us nowhere. We need to start working toward turning the tables. And one of the keys is that is, without a doubt, your stigma's power. Is there really no way for you to restore it? You say that as if it's trivial. First of all, a stigma's very existence is absolute in this world. They are thus unsealable by nature. Master did mention something like that, but if that's the case, how did it happen anyway? Heaven knows. All I can tell you is that it isn't something the Vice Captain's thaumaturgy should be capable of. This is only a speculation, but perhaps my stigma overreacted from the unknown force attempted to tamper with me. Since then, it was not yet returned to its normal state, and so I am unable to release it properly. That does line up with the current sitch. I'm curious about the specifics of this tampering business, but we can set that aside for now. If there's no problem with the stigma itself, then we should be able to do something about it, right? Well, it'll only be a half measure, but if we manage to stabilize my stigma's power, then yes, possibly. But as we are without a specialist on our side, we have to make do on our own. At the very least, we need a spiritual hotspot to give the stigma a foothold from which to adjust. Finding one would prove inconvenient, however, with all these prying eyes on the lookout. A spiritual hotspot where no one is watching. Actually, I think I know a place. The perfect one for the job, in fact. Where the fuck are we going? The underground ruins of Station Street. This is where Celis first summoned you to meet with her. Yeah, step now, it'll be her blind spot. All the way down is an altar where the first Genesis was enshrined. Oh, I remember that. That was so long ago. It was on a small scale, but the higher elements were in effect back then, so it should count as a spiritual hotspot. That may be just the ticket. Though I must say, his mental acuity is positively uncanny. What, you think of a stumbling block? Oh, I've got no objections. Celis' clairvoyance is usually quite lacking, but right now her stigma is running amok. If she applies herself, she'll be able to see quite a distance. It's only a matter of time before we're discovered. Then we best get a move on. Watch my back in there, Frostbite. Very well, I'll be expecting the same from you in return, Mr. Sir Spriggan. Oh boy. Yeah, that was so long ago, man. That was like the first dungeon we've ever went into. I'm gonna avoid fighting because it's just us two. Alright. Excuse me.
悪くはありませんね。
今のところ追っ手の気配はなさそうだな。
ええ、ですがセリスさんもそろそろ体勢を立て直しているはず。あの豪快な性格もこうなると厄介なものですね。
Oh, look at the damn bats.
Oh, 宝箱だな。
Mine. No. Alright, what nonsense are we gonna get into in here?
どうやら一息つけそうです。
This is as deep as it gets. There doesn't need to be seen spiritual power gathering here. Think it'll work? I'll see what I can do. Damn, nice work. Dominions don't play around, huh? Normally this sort of fine-tuning is best done in a more controlled environment. Proceeding with such a meager pool of mana will take a fair bit of time. Yeah, well, tough cookies. There's no monsters around to worry about, so let's just hunker down and get it done. I've never had a situation this sticky, but being targeted in and of itself ain't so new to me. Work in the shadows long enough, and you're bound to run into a few cloaks and daggers. Overplaying the hard-boiled bit, aren't we? Brag as you like, but you're still softer than you care to admit here and there. Who said I'm bragging? Get off my back and concentrate, would ya? Oh, don't worry on my account. The adjustments are going smoothly.
一つお聞きしてもいいですか？答えられる範囲でいいのですが。
あ？ああ、構わねえか。
以前から機会があれば聞いてみたいと思っていたんです。8年前 一体何があったのかを。そういえばバンさんとは同い年でしたね。8年前、僕らが17の年、あなたはアラミス高等学校に通っていたはず。それを突如中退し放浪、そして先生に拾われ、その頃先生は大怪我を負っている。僕とセリスさんが知ったのは後からですが、あなたに不信感を抱くのも当然でしょう。先生にお尋ねしても答えていただけなかったことも含めて。
まあ答えられるわけがねえよな。末弟子が禁忌の存在、悪魔どもの親玉を宿す器だったなんてな。
ではやはり。
ああ、詳細は省くが、一度力を暴走させかけたことがある。ただの器だ。所詮は残っていた力の残滓。それでも一体の命を借り尽くすには十分だった。先生が身を挺してかばってくれなきゃ、俺は人にすら戻れなかったかもしれね
え。半ば予想はしていましたが、やはりそういうことでしたか。先生が呪いを受けたという改変もあながち間違いではなかったと。
ああ、一歩間違えりゃそうだったかもしれねえ。そう考えると、あいつらの言う通り俺は下法なのかもしれねえな。だがそれでもやられるわけにはいかねえ。先生はそんな俺を生かし、生きる道を示してくれた。その思いに報いるためにもな。
素性は知れないし、表にも裏にも属そうとしないうさんくささ、おまけに魔の根源すら宿しているとなれば、守護騎士として到底見過ごせないのですが、ま、先生が道を示した以上、僕がそのあり方を責めるのは筋違いでしょう。それに周りを巻き込むまいとしたり、危険から命を懸けて遠ざけようとしたり、あなたは想像以上にお人よしなようですしね。
ってまさか
Oh.
さっきの記憶が残ってんのかよ。
何の話でしょう。
He does remember. He's just playing dumb.
今の話で出来の悪い弟弟子くらいには認めてあげてもいいかもしれませんね。ここまでの道を見出したことも含めて。
Hey, he's back in action.
そいつはやりやがったか。
あくまで限定的にですけどね。ですがこれでセリスさんにもある程度は。
やっぱここにいやがったか。うまいことか乱しやがって。大したもんだと褒めてやりたいところだが、分かってんだろうが、逃げ切ることなんざできねえってな。ならせめてあたしらの手で往生しやがれ。
思ったより早かったな。
セリスさん、このタイミングで霊視が使えるのはいいですが、もう少し余韻というものをですね。
はあって煙に巻いてんじゃねえぞリオン。
これより下法を断罪する。バルタザール卿、邪魔立てするなら今度こそ命の保証はしかねるが。
この大人数での多重砲術陣、オラシオンで見せたもの以上ですか。聖魂が使えるとはいえまだ本調子では。これはまずいですね。
しかもあっちの聖魂は暴走全開のフルパワー。ここを切り抜けんのは不可能だな。二人なら。
Hey!
何？
Backups arrived.
確か動力ドローンの。
はあ
こいつはまさか。
今よ、シャード展開。妨害術式展開します。
あの法人を解除するよ。
了解。君の相手は私だよ。悪いけど止めさせてもらうわ。
面倒な。
怪盗グリムキャッツ、華麗に参上ってね。バンさん、今です。脱出路は確保しました。
ほらとっとと来いや。
いいタイミングだ。
まさかこの状況を。
ええ、あのメモのおかげでバンさんたちの状況についてはおおよそ。
We have the
救援要
4SPG.
請の 4SPG 確かに受け取りました。私もアニエスに相談されてね、こうして駆けつけたってわけ。
まったく大した人だ。
てなわけで突破せんぞリオ。
仕方ありませんね。セリスさん、また後ほど。
待てやリオン、アークライド。いい加減けじめをつけさせやがれ。
Never thought I was gonna have to double time it. Phew, that was a close one. Sure was, but we managed to pull it off. Hell yeah, my blood's still pumping. It's a relief that you two made it out safely, narrow escape as it was. I'll say, thanks for getting us out of a tight spot. That extends out to you as well, Nina, Mr. Director. You seem to have a habit of being in your debt. Don't think twice about it. Wouldn't have been able to live with myself leaving you high and dry. Yes, thank goodness it worked out. After what happened, we headed back to your office in Old Town where we bumped into the others. It was right when we were starting to put our plan into action. Lucky thing, too. All we were missing was a way to get around. Indeed, there was far too short of us suspended for arranging for transport. After seeing your 4SPG, we knew we had to work swiftly and carefully, especially with a group of our size. And just so you're aware, I laid a few false trails to keep them off our scent for a while. These cars have shards applied to them for good measure. That should cut off our any thaumaturgy used to detect us. I'm also conducting a test run on Theo and Zeros' new feet functions while we're at it. Though they do have a stigma user with them, if the she shifts into high gear, we might be in for a bad time. So, what's the plan, boss? Altered memories or not, those two got you branded as a full-blown heretic. And that puts us up against Celis, Ashlad, and a whole bunch of monks up from Iscario. Grave circumstances, to be sure. There should be still some means of counteraction to whatever is manipulating their consciousnesses, but it's easier said than done. Yeah, not even Kuragane was immune. And now that the corrosion's affecting a stigma user, it's probably stronger than it was yesterday. What, like we didn't have it hard enough? Frankly, I would suggest relying on the guild, although it would only be a makeshift solution at best. That's the issue here. No matter how many people we throw at this, we won't change the situation. What we need now is to bring them to their senses. But how? Persuasion via dispriest from the dialogue hasn't exactly been effective. Right, we need something concrete. Something that reveals a contradiction between the rewrite and reality. Contradiction between rewrite and reality? I think you're starting to lose us. Yeah, so you never really interacted with all that deeply with Celis. Or Mr. Zaman, for that matter. You can blame us for dragging you into this crazy caper to begin with. On that note, did you remember something? Yeah, Master Bergard sent us a letter yesterday. One where he gave us his advice. It seemed real enough to me. Every word was written by him, 1000%. Your mail, on the other hand, was faked. That's true, and this is just a guess, mine. Perhaps their memories were rewritten only a short time ago. More specifically, it could have started as recently as today. Thinking back, you're probably right. There was nothing out of the ordinary about Celis when I corresponded with her yesterday. It could be that this memory rewrite phenomenon takes place during the dead of night. Oh, that's the trick, huh? It does line up with every case so far. So all we have to do is find something from yesterday that'll prove Celis is remembering stuff wrong. I may have just a ticket then. It's the very reason Celis and I traveled to the capital to begin with. See, at the cathedral received a letter from Master Bergard as well, or just the two of us. They did? Yes, generally members of the Gralsrider employ avenues outside the Congregation of Divine Worship's jurisdiction. But since Father Orwell, the cathedral is a close friend of the Master's, the manor was entrusted to him. We received word of it the other day. Celis and I met up this morning and were on our way to retrieve it when I noticed something was wrong. The actual message has yet to be read, but it should make for a perfect trump card against Celis. Indeed. One couldn't ask for anything better. Sounds like we got a solution then. Though executing it will be an undertaking of its own. As if we didn't factor that in already. Right. Together there's nothing we can't tackle. That's the spirit. Sure we'll be able to do it. We're too invested to back out now. Count us in on the ride. Speaking of which, where are we headed, Vaughn? Much I'd love to go straight to the cathedral, making a beeline for us, just asking to be caught. So how's about we take a different approach? I can hear the gears turning from here. Another one of your brilliant plans, Vaughn? Very well, let's hear it. Anything to break us out of this deadlock. What are we doing? The Blackblack district was fruitless as well. It would seem that information from earlier was a red herring. Our target's collaborators must be deliberately muddying the waters. Damn, so much for doing this the easy way. But this way he'll get his ass picked off by some perfect stranger. Both him and for Master who covered for him to the end. I can't let that happen. Our duties are simply to be performed. There is no room for personal sentiments. Speak for yourself. Emotional detachment don't come easy for me, especially not with the lengths he's going to. Trust you have no intention of aiding his escape. Get real, asshat. There's only one way this ends, and that's... well. What happened? I found him. About time, too. Give us the location, we'll sell it at once. Good. I'm sick of getting outsmarted at every turn. They're at the Arbor District. Right inside the Heretic Cathedral. I thought they weren't going to go straight there.
まさかここを選ぶとはな。陽動をかけつつ今回は徒歩で移動。一度は諦めた場所だからこその盲点でもある。お前にはやられっぱなしだが観念したってことでいいんだな。
人払いの結界を張ったようだが、こちらとしても好都合。今度こそ引導を渡すとしよう。
迫力がちげえな。
ええ、さすがと言うべきかしら。イスカリオもおそらく首都に来ている全てを動員している。この布陣、簡単には突破できないでしょうね。
お前らも本当にいいんだな。
下法以外に用はないが、邪魔立てするなら排除するのみ。本当に大丈夫じゃろうか。
作戦通りみたいですけど、皆さんどうかご無事で。
わざわざ足労いただいて悪いな、二人とも。この際はっきりさせたくてな。 どちらが間違っているのかを。
まさかとは思うが、てめえまだ認めてなかったのか。アークライド、先生の死から目を背けたいのもわかるが、あんま無様を晒してんじゃねえぞ。
目を背けてるわけじゃねえ。先生ならこういうはずだぜ。今一度そのあり方を見よってな。
セリスさん、覚えていますか？年末に先生にお会いしたことを。珍しく総長や副長も同席していましたね。
ああ、よく覚えてるぜ。ワジにケビン、ガイウスもいやがったが。
Hey, they name dropped the three of them.
あの時にはもう先生は
呪いを受けて死の淵にいたですか？ではこの手紙は何でしょう？先生の筆跡、セリスさんが見間違えるはずがありませんよね。
Silas and Leon, I pray that the past several months since our last meeting have been treated you well. Since the start of the year, I've been out visiting the east. All these lands are— oh, that's where he is! All as these lands are as harsh and turbulent as ever, they rest assured that I'm safe and unharmed. It has come to my attention that Calvar is currently being beset by a number of peculiar incidents. Though I cannot return anytime soon, there is a possibility that this may devolve into an even greater crisis than which we can experience last year. Silas, no matter what difficulties may come, you must stay your impulses and guide the way with a steady hand. As for you, Leon, use this opportunity to assess exactly what it is you should place your faith in. In the face of uncertain circumstances, it is your worth as a dominion rather than strength alone that will be put to the test. It is my hope that each of you will see this as a source of personal enrichment. May you ever remain in good health. P.S. Did you come into contact with Vaughn? Do try not to indulge him too much. Interaction with others will be the best medicine for what ails him.
最後に添えられた一言がちょいとばかり耳に痛いが、ま、そういうことだ。よろしく頼むぜ、セリス先輩。
Hey, this Gaius!
先生、いや、なはずは。
まあ、僕も先生の言葉は少々刺さりますが、セリスさんもそうなのでは？特にこの状況においては。
揺らぎました。やはりですが、あの精魂の状態、油断は禁物かと。
フィオ、ゼロスも分析しつつ最大限に警戒を。
副兵長、どうすれば？
動じる必要などない。我らは使命を遂行するのみ。
ってあんたはあんたで動じないわね。そう、あなた気づいているのね。ありえない命令が下っていることに。それでいてあえて乗っている、そんなところかしら。そんなことって。
命令に忠実なんだか別の思惑があんのか気になるところだがな。
たく大したもんだが、どうすんだこの場はよ。
上等だこら。ぐだぐだ言っても拉致が開かねえだろ。白黒つけようじゃねえか、弟でしたもん。
まだ上があんのかよ。
何あれ、さすがにヤバくない？空間の侵食。いいえ、それだけじゃない。
セリスさん、まさか。
精魂解放、おい、聖域結界。今夜決着にふさわしい場所へ案内してやるぜ。
Oh boy, where are we going? What reality are we going to now? Where are we? Oh, that's nonsense again. I didn't know better, I think my eyes were deceiving me. It's Vashtar Palace in Orosian. This is the place where we squared away up against Amana's boss. Or a recreation of it, anyway. But why bring us here? Better question is, how did she just conjure all this up just out of nowhere? By using a boundary spell unique to Dominions. The details are confidential, but essentially it's used to ensure that the demonic force can be vanquished securely. It's simply more limited in scope, but this time it seems to have been augmented by the power of that crimson corrosion. That she managed to expand the phase space of this magnitude is nothing short of astonishing. Miss Artesia seeks a decisive showdown against Mr. Arkwright. Her choice of location may be intended to suit that mental conception. And Vashtar Palace fit the bill, huh? It's a little disorienting, but don't forget, we only got one job to do. And that's making those two see some sense. We owed it to Nina and Salvatore for dragging them into this. Agreed, all that remains is to move forward. That said, we're going to have Escario monks to contend with here, in addition to the recreated monsters. Yeah, being inside the boundary is going to boost their thaumaturgy too. This ain't going to be a walk me like last time, so stay sharp. Oh boy. Leon, can I? Ooh! Oh, never mind. We can use that again. I didn't realize that was sealed off. Alright. I'm gonna wrap it up here. When we come back, we will go through this nonsensical palace once again. And then we'll see what happens. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Later.